Is the BLU G9 worth buying? Well, in this video, we're going to find out. Hi everyone, this is Kevin here, coming at you with my review video of the BLU G9. Now, so far this device has been a pleasure to use, and I've been using it with Cricket Wireless. We're going to do a speed test of this device using Cricket a little bit later on in the video. Now, the BLU G9 is available for $179.99. Now, that's the current price on Amazon, and BLU does have a reputation of changing the price over time. Usually, as the device gets older, they will lower the price. So definitely take a look at the link in the video description to see the latest pricing for the BLU G9. Now, this device is available GSM unlocked, and it's really awesome that it's unlocked because it's not locked to any carrier. So, for example, I'm using this with Cricket Wireless right now, but if I wanted to use it with Metro by T-Mobile tomorrow, I easily could. Or if I wanted to use it with AT&T or T-Mobile, I easily could. So it's really nice having that flexibility. The device features a 6.3-inch display coming in at 720p. Now, even though the display is 720p and not 1080p, it looks really clear and good. So you can see here just how crisp and clear everything is. And honestly, if someone told me that this device has a 1080p display, I would believe them. Now, the PPI is 267, and it has a 19:9 aspect ratio. You can see up top here, we do have a notch. Now, this is a smaller teardrop notch, and in my opinion, it's one of the best looking notches I've seen, just because it really doesn't take up much space at all. So I think that the overall design of this phone is really good and attractive. It looks very current and modern, as a lot of devices nowadays are using that teardrop design. Now, on the bottom, we do have a little bit of a lip, but really it's pretty small. So overall, we have a good screen to body ratio, and the device just looks really sharp and awesome. Now, up top here, we do have a 13 megapixel camera. The device features 64 gigabytes of internal storage with the ability to expand that with a micro SD card. There is no wireless charging with the phone, but we do get a fingerprint sensor on the back, and it works really well. We'll try that out right now. So you can see I was able to quickly unlock the device using the fingerprint sensor, which is awesome. Now on the back side here, we have two cameras. So we have a 13 megapixel Sony IMX214 sensor. Now you can actually take photos in 52 megapixels with this camera by using 4-time interpolation. So there is a 52 megapixel option in the camera application, and that's what I used for the majority of my photos that I took with the phone. In my opinion, I'd recommend going that route unless you're really trying to conserve the space in your phone. And if that's the case, then you might want to just use the 13 megapixels instead. Because when you do take photos in 52 megapixels, the file sizes are definitely much larger. Now, by having that secondary 2 megapixel camera, you're able to take photos in bokeh mode, so it's essentially a depth sensing camera. And overall, portrait mode works well in both the rear and front cameras. Now, this device features 4 gigabytes of RAM, and it runs the MediaTek Helio P22 processor. So the P22 is not a bad processor by any means. It'll get the job done, and overall, the device runs really smoothly and quick. So I don't think you're going to have any issues with the speeds here of the phone. But on the other hand, it's not the best processor out there from MediaTek. It definitely would have been nice to see the P60 with this phone instead of the P22, but you can easily live with the P22 and have a good life. Now, video recording on this phone maxes out at 1080p at 30 frames per second, and in a little bit, we're going to be doing a photo and video test. You get a 4,000 milliamp hour internal battery with this phone, which is really good and impressive, and the device runs Android 9 Pie, which is the latest version of Android. Now, one of the compromises with buying a budget phone is that you'll barely see any updates, if any updates at all. So don't expect this device to ever be updated to anything beyond Android 9 Pie. There's definitely a chance that it might, but going into this, you shouldn't have those expectations. And if you don't expect it to ever be updated, then you'll never be disappointed. I know a lot of people are constantly tweeting at BLU, asking them to update their phones to the newest version of Android, but the reality is that when you get down to this budget level, they simply don't have a budget of their own to hire developers to update the software on their various devices. But the good news is that out of the box, the software works really well. Everything is super smooth, and the cameras are nicely optimized as well. So you're going to get great photo quality with this phone, which you'll see in a second with the test photos. But overall, they nailed it with the software on the BLU G9, so that's good. They got things right the first time, so they don't have to make any changes later on. Now, we already kind of went over a lot of the hardware here on the front, of course, with that 6.3-inch display, the notch on the top, and the fact that it is 720p. Now, on the left side, all we have is the slot for the microSD card and SIM card. On the right side, we have the volume rocker and power button. On the top, we have nothing. On the bottom, we have the microphone, 3.5mm headphone jack, the USB Type-C port, and the speaker. And on the back side, we have the camera module, which we already went over, the fingerprint sensor, LED flash, and the BLU logos. Now, I really like this material on the back side. It is definitely a fingerprint magnet. As you can see, this has absorbed a lot of fingerprints already. But overall, I think it is a very good looking material on the back. I like how it is kind of reflective, and I like that the color has kind of a two-tone blue gradient here. So overall, it's a very attractive looking device, both on the front and back. Just a really good looking handset from BLU. Of course, it is all plastic, so there is no metal or anything here. But still, it's just very good looking. Let's now take a look at the photos and videos from this phone. I am truly shocked by the photo quality that's been produced by the BLU G9. The photos just look really good. Now, of course, you'd imagine that they would be good with that 13 megapixel Sony IMX camera and that 52 megapixel mode, but really considering the cheap price of this phone, I wasn't expecting the photos to look that good. But the truth is that they're super sharp, super clear, and of course maybe not quite as good as the photo quality you'd find with a flagship phone, like an iPhone XS or a Galaxy S10, or even the Google Pixel 3a, which is $399. But you have to consider that this phone is less than half the price of the Google Pixel 3a, and the photos still look really good. Now, the same can be said for the front-facing camera. Of course, not the best selfies ever, but still, using the portrait mode for the front-facing camera was able to produce some very good-looking pictures. So in general, I'm really happy with the photo quality from the BLU G9. Definitely class-leading, especially in this price. I've yet to see a phone at this price tag of $179.99 that has photo quality that's quite as good as this phone.
Hi everyone, this is Kevin here coming at you with a test video from the BLU G9. Now I'm taking this video at 1080p at 30 frames per second. Really interested to know what your thoughts are about the video quality from this device. So far though, from what I've been able to see through the viewfinder with both the photos and videos, things look really clear from this phone. And I'm really impressed that at its relatively affordable price tag, you can get some pretty good looking photos and videos. But I'll let you make the final decision, so let me know in the comments what you think of the video quality. Now, let's see if the autofocus works. Is there autofocus in video mode? Looks like there isn't. Now I'll tap on the screen right now to focus in, and there we go, we can focus that way. But there is no autofocus in video mode by default. At least that's what it appears to be. So let me know what you think. I'm gonna go over here and do a close-up on this bark over here in this tree. And again, it doesn't autofocus, so I have to tap on the screen. But you can see that you still can get really close up when it does focus. So let me know what you think of the video quality. Hi everyone, this is Kevin here doing a test with the front-facing camera on the BLU G9. Of course, we're taking a video right now. Now it is kind of the middle of the day, so there is some pretty direct sunlight, not really the best situation for taking photos and videos, but it is what it is. So let me know what you think of the quality. Really interested to know your thoughts. Also, what do you think of the microphone quality from this device? Really curious to know your thoughts about that as well.
In general, I'm really happy with the video quality as well. I definitely think this device does shine though with its photo quality more so than its video quality, but the videos from the phone are definitely usable. Now from my testing, I wasn't able to get autofocus in video mode to work, so I don't think they have autofocus in video mode. So if there was anything I would like to have changed about these cameras, would just be to add autofocus with videos. BLU gives us a bunch of awesome stuff included in the box. So we get a USB-C cable for charging and data transfer. It's kind of unique looking with this kind of silver braided material. We have a SIM card removal tool. We have a BLU branded wall adapter. We have headphones, which is really shocking to see at this price tag. We have a blue sticker. We have a glass screen protector. And we have a cheap, thin plastic case. Now, even though this is a cheap case, it's still great to see that it is included. Now, overall, I've had a great experience using this phone with Cricket. Call quality is really good with it, and data is nice and fast. Now, I did want to do a speed test for you, showing you the speeds to expect using Cricket. Now, I have a 4G tower really close to me. I can literally see it from my office window here. So I'll probably be getting the best speeds possible with this test that I really could get. So let's try it out. So we're connecting now, and looks like we're at around 6 megabits now. Yeah, around 6 to 7 megabits per second for the download, which is pretty standard for Cricket. Of course, Cricket is a budget prepaid carrier. I'm paying $30 a month for this SIM card, so it's really kind of inexpensive and affordable. And the upload is at around the same. Okay, so the final speed results are a download of 8.20 megabits per second and an upload of 6.71 megabits per second. So not bad. Definitely they're usable and it works well. So overall, I'm very happy with the BLU G9. This is possibly one of the best devices that BLU has put out. And the reason for that is because this device has a combination of a great camera, a good looking display, a very stylish form factor here with that teardrop notch, a lot of RAM, and a pretty solid processor as well. And of course, as BLU is known for, a very affordable price tag with a bunch of bonuses included in the box. So overall, I think the BLU G9 is a great value for the money. I definitely recommend it, and I am just a big fan of this phone. Now, if you're looking to buy this device, definitely take a look at the link in the video description, as they'll take you over to Amazon where you can pick it up. Now, one of the great things too with ordering this on Amazon is that you can return it if you don't like it for some reason, but I'm guessing you will not return it and you'll be very happy with your purchase. So overall, great job BLU with the G9. I hope to see this trend continue with future devices. Keep putting out that fire. BLU has really impressed me lately, and this device has impressed me even more. But thanks for watching this video. This is Kevin here. Let me know what you think of the BLU G9. Would you buy it for yourself? What do you think overall? And I'll see you in the next video.